And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And this is a quarterback who certainly played awfully well last week in their win. I know he's looking to replicate that one here today.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play clock winding down. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
Second down now after the pass completion.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he coughed it up. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And now here come the Raiders. One receiver to the left is Cooper. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. Forced the fumble last time. Now 2 turnovers that they forced here in this first half, Charles.
And this defense has set the tone for the game. Taking it away twice here in the first half of the game, that's going to make the offense so uncomfortable the rest of the game and really make them focus on ball security. Sometimes that cuts down your ability to make big plays.
The offense will try to prove you wrong here. They'll try to find that comfort. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Stafford now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders, and you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia. Always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away. But really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to find Conley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful is they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. So, partner, they took a shot, just didn't pan out.
I like their aggressiveness. Just unable to come down with it downfield.
Second down following the incompletion. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions defense now back onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Kyshawn Jarrett makes the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air, Stafford on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's got time. Great protection. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw on second down to Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 42 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Carr now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. They come out here in the eye. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the give, this is Washington. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4. You got 4. Hey, easy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Carr now on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, Carr again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Raiders look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Lions on offense early in the first. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. Joseph's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Washington's going to take off here, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. Raiders with the early advantage. Lions with the ball midway through the first. The deep ball is on target here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Now to early in the second. Carr is under fire and will throw the pick. Williams is reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Now following the pick, pass will be completed over the middle. And he goes in for the TD to cap the drive. That takes the lead up to 7.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. Offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he has not been able to find the same type of running room this week as last. Such a great game. We met with him. He came in, had the biggest smile on his face, so we just thought that would carry over.
Sometimes you wonder if maybe it borders on a little overconfidence. They were so good last week. He's getting extra blocking on the perimeter from the wide receivers to get him downfield. In this game, maybe he came into it with the idea that it's just going to be like last week, be a piece of cake. And what they're getting from the defense isn't exactly the same. And, boy, it's been tough going for him.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Big 20, big 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know the attention's going to be focused on the offense, but what about the defense? This is a situation that they pride themselves on, the ability to take the ball away in a key spot.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll try the counter with Washington. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. And the play clock's running down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you, and he is getting it done. Smooth in the secondary, making catches, making plays. That's the guy that we know. Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough starting field position here. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Right back to Washington. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's the option going right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Play clock winding down. Now Stafford. And able to find Conley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit and makes them a little bit less confident.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one complete. Now that'll bring out rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
Go 4 down. All right, here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88. Set.
Carr will look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They come up in an offset eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now Conley's got it over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Raiders, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 22 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From midfield, here's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And that's just an athletic defender making an athletic play.
Excellent read, too, by the defender. Noticed the route, jumped to the point, and knocked it away.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here come the Lions now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they're going to face a third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
David Emerson able to bring him down. And the play clock's running down. Now Stafford. And this is incomplete. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They run with Washington. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Washington. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think what we're seeing today, partner, is what happens when you have a really good game the previous week. You get a lot more attention from the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
It looks to me like they spent a lot of time figuring out tendencies, how they get him the football, and adjusting accordingly.
Well, they've adjusted, and the numbers certainly show that. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Carr to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Now Carr again. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a late score here to give them the lead, and this one is going down to the wire.
And it has the whole place buzzing, doesn't it? You can feel it start to ratchet up. Anytime there's a score late in the game, especially one that puts a team in the lead, creates an exciting finish.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Who got 17? Who got 17? Single receiver. Hey, over there. Single receiver.
He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now...
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Raiders, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the...
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC match. Up on tap. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the man taking number 3 overall back in 2008. It's their now veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan.
And at times it's hard for me to believe I'm saying veteran Matt Ryan. Still remember him coming out of Boston College, full of enthusiasm, mastered their 2-minute drill in his first OTA. What a player.
Here's Ryan, and incomplete to open things up. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
Trip.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They juked him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, originally a Dallas kid, but played his college ball, of course, at nearby UGA in Athens, Matthew Stafford.
And he was well-schooled in pro-style offense while he was at Georgia. Ability to push the ball downfield, making reads, understanding what defenses were doing. So he came out pro-ready in so many ways, but especially with his talent. He can throw it, and a very sturdy kid.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Stafford, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he fields it cleanly. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Detroit. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Stafford now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Lions are going to have a first.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big pickup there on the run. 37 yards. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Lions.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for them to try it again later.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Finding time. Still back there. And that is incomplete. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.